What's a snow day?
Obviously, it's where we get canceled, idiot.
Daniel, we'll teach you what a snow day is. And you, audience, can you walk us through a morning where we delay or when we cancel?
Pat Smith, our transportation director, he's always up extremely early. We usually start talking around 4:45. He kind of checks really the south end of the district, and I check more of the north end of the district. We also have group texts that go back and forth with other area school superintendents. The thing that's a little bit challenging for our district in comparison to maybe some other districts around is that we really need to make the call by about 5:45 a.m. There have been times where, we thought maybe a lot of schools in our area especially were going to go on school on time, and then they ended up delaying after because maybe a little more snow came in or something like that. It's a little more complicated for our district because we have to make that call so early.
So when you're making that call, what factors go into it?
And that's the challenging one because it's not perfect, right? For example, we had a storm that hit here a few weeks ago that really tracked just kind of on the southern edge of our district. Just about everybody to the south canceled, everybody to the north was kind of okay. A lot of things go into it. I know I've been asked the question about cold. We typically like to use that wind chill of around -20 as kind of our litmus test. The other thing is we look at snow emergencies. If the sheriff has instituted different snow emergency levels, obviously on a level 3, we're not going to have school. On a level 2, we typically wouldn't. But on a level 1, we might delay and still be in session. Maybe they just didn't make the call to pull them off. And we know we have information from the sheriff that he's going to pull those off, and so we know we can be in school.
How many calamity days can we have in a single year? And have there been years where we've exceeded the limit?
And it used to be 5 days. Every district in the state got 5 days, and once you reached 5 days, you had to start making school up. Now we're based on hours. We go more hours than is required by the state, so we could miss more than 5 days of school. However, contractually for our teachers and our classified staff, the classified folks specifically, they are allowed 5 calamity days, and then after that, they have to make the days up. We still do have, if you remember the old blizzard bags, we still have those on the books. If we get past that 5th day, days 6, 7, and 8 would be online days. And then we would actually start making days up on the 9th day. People ask me all the time, are you worried about the amount of days? That really never goes into my thinking. Safety is the first thing that I think about. Probably the biggest factor for me is we have some students who may not get a good meal if we're not here at school, who may not get to contact that teacher that maybe looks in on them every day and kind of helps take care of them. So for me, it's those kind of things that I'm thinking about. Even when it's really cold, I get it that parents don't want their kids out in the cold, but we have some kids that may live in conditions where they're going to be cold all day if they're not here. We want to be here for our kids, and that's the reason why when we can, I want to make sure we have the doors open.
What do you do on your days off when there's a snow day?
I normally just practice baseball, play Fortnite. Most of the time I sleep in, but we have practice. We have to wake up early sometimes, or sometimes it's later in the day, and then that's it. That's all I do.
You don't play any video games or nothing?
I watch TV. Sometimes I play the game. Not a lot, though.
So I would usually just sit and chill and play video games on my phone.
Do you notice any big differences between how Indian Lake delays or cancels compared to your old school?
I feel like it's less days off here.
Are you somebody that enjoys being at school more than not, or do you like to have a snow day every now and then?
Oh, I like snow days. I appreciate the snow days, but I like going to school so I can get out of the house so I'm not sitting around all day.
I appreciate a snow day here and there, but when there's big work projects coming up, then we gotta come to school.
Do you think at Indian Lake we delay or cancel enough?
No, we do not. Because if it's 5 degrees, I'm not trying to ride on that bus that don't got no heat because I can't drive.
No, we do not cancel or delay enough.
Hi Lakers, we were wondering what you guys thought about the PBIS reward system. This is what you had to say.
I get them every week, occasionally in graphic design.
I'll get them every week for grade checks, and then sometimes I'll just look and I get them randomly from other teachers.
I usually get a couple every week from Laker time, and every once in a while a teacher will give me a couple.
They want to know, in what scenarios do you reward PBIS points?
Oh, you mean personally?
Yes.
I try to encourage the PBIS points because if you get enough, you get this wonderful casserole dish. And I think kids need to bake more casseroles.
I agree.
Do you like to say casserole? Say it with me, Kay Pepe.
Casserole.
Late pass.
Late pass.
I give PBIS points when I see people doing good things.
I also do it a lot in yearbook when people are covering for each other and they just, are putting extra time and effort in.
So the PBIS app that we have here at Indian Lake Schools basically generates the list of all the students that qualify for the PBS drawing. Anybody that earned a point, and we're assuming every student earned a point, gets into the PBS drawing. Now, what excludes you from the drawing is if you don't participate in selling the candy bars, you get your name pulled out of there. If you do not sell one bag of candy, your name gets pulled back out of that. I have to run to Sam's to get stuff, our accounts with Sam's, so I'm a little bit limited. I guess we could order stuff off Amazon too. A group of students that would like to maybe give me like a wish list, a Christmas list, a PBIS list. Maybe Santa Claus could come through.
Honestly, yes. Like, they just drain so quick.
I think they're fair because you get the punch for free and they have to pay for the stuff for us to buy it. So I think they're a fair price.
All right. Are there any other rewards that you would like to see offered for Peebus points?
Well, I think they should add a truck. Instead of like a car, add a truck, but like 2 times more expensive.
I receive Peebus points like weekly if I have like A's and B's and I don't have any missing assignments.
If you guys have any special requests as to what you want to see at the PBIS store, make sure to let Cobra know.
Now you know more about all things Peebus.
What's going on, Lakers? Today we went around the school to find out who has the most exotic pets.
Let's go!
Hey Lakers, this is Tank, Mr. Hunter's Tortoise, here to ask a couple questions about some pets he has and has had in the past. So, what are some of the pets you've had?
Tortoise, obviously. I've had turtles. I've had iguanas. I used to raise pythons and boas. Had sugar gliders. A lot of different types of pets. Alligator.
All right, why did you get these so-called exotic pets?
They're just unusual, and I kind of like being a little different, strange things. And I think sometimes they get a bad reputation, like snakes and stuff. And they're really, actually, I think pretty good pets.
How long have you had this pet?
Tanks, I'm guessing it's probably about 10 years old, but I've probably had him around 6. It's about 6 years, I'm thinking.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
What pets do you have?
I have a dog. His name is Marlo, and he's a half basset, half beagle. And then I inherited 2 tortoises that we got them about 6 years ago. They were purchased by a grant. They are about 5 or 6 years old. Well, the original idea of the grant was to create interest with the students and then also create a relaxing environment. It was kind of a silly thing.
What pets do you have?
I have a snake, a tarantula, and hermit crabs.
Why did you get an unusual pet?
I just thought they were really cool to have.
And how long have you had your pets?
I've had them about 4 years.
Okay, thank you.
What pet do you have?
I have a female bald python named Sunny.
How did you get an unusual pet?
I thought that snakes were cool.
How long have you had your snake?
About 7 years.
Well, Lakers, make sure you like,
subscribe, and comment down below what your guys' exotic pets were.
And enable notifications so you can see our next video.
Hi, Lakers.
Today we interviewed Mr. Wagner and the Lunch Ladies.
And asked them some questions that we had.
And here were the responses.
Like your fruit, your vegetables are all a half. And then your portions, we just measure them out. We get in here at 5 o'clock in the morning, and usually we're done by 7 and then breakfast. We get everything prepared for breakfast, and then get stuff prepared for lunch. And then the girls that come in at 9, we have 2 lines, so they'll finish up what they need to be panned up. The dish room, and so when we do the dishes, we'll lift that up, and then the dishes will come through, and then we usually put them away. Then we pan up all the food that we're serving for the day, and then we usually put out our fruit and our vegetables and salads. And And then over here is our other ovens. So we have 2 ovens. So this person is picking up stuff for them too. And then we have a folding. This is our to keep it warm, our warmer. And then we'll set this side up too. And then we will serve. We will get like our juices and milk and all that stuff out for you guys to eat.
What is your favorite school lunch?
Pizza.
Why?
It's good.
What is your favorite school lunch?
Bosco sticks.
Donna. What is your favorite school lunch?
Bosco sticks.
I think for us, it's just proximity. You know, if you're in Bellefontaine, I don't know if that's the school you're referring to. They have lots of places a lot closer to us. We just like the safety of having students on campus. Oh, lunch bars have been gone for many years. I vaguely remember the lunch bars back when I was at the middle school, like 20 years ago. So I don't know when those went away, but I would like the lunch bars, potato bar specifically. I think that's another one of those government mandated deals where you can't have too much salt intake. So my suggestion would be maybe bring your own. We just don't want outside food in the cafeteria. I don't know that we want to open it up to everybody, but if you do have a pizza or something brought in, just let us know ahead of time and we can kind of put you somewhere else so you're not like showing all the fancy food to everybody else.
What is your favorite school lunch?
I pack lunch every day, so I'm gonna say that my mom's cooking.
Okay.
My job requires actually quite a lot, which when I took it over, I didn't really realize how much it did entail. I'm in charge of all 3 schools. I make menus for all 3 schools. I take care of personnel in all 3 schools. I have a lot of state paperwork for all 3 schools. Then anything else that anybody wants, if any of the outside community needs something, or a lot of times they want to donate money for kids. We track what you guys eat. We track the weather and the days of like what you eat on what days. When school is canceled, just like everybody else, we kind of scurry to get stuff covered. My girls come in at 5 o'clock in the morning and they usually start on breakfast. So what they do is they kind of hold off on breakfast as long as they can. When they end up canceling, then they just put everything back, put it back for the next day.
Kira, what is your favorite school lunch?
The pizza sub.
All right. Now that we've answered some of your questions, and you guys know the behind the scenes of the cafeteria,
What is your favorite part about the lunch process?
It's Punxsutawney Phil!